Well, I've been drawing pretty much since I could hold a pencil. It's always been something that's been interesting to me. So it's never really been something that I pursued until my senior year of high school, which is when I took an actual art class. But really, I would say that it started in about 2002, because I went over to London and I took my first painting class, and that just really kind of fueled the fire. I don't really have a good answer for why I do it. I just do it because it feels very natural for me to do so. In terms of the imagery that I put on the canvas or on the paper, I would say that it's a combination of things that I've seen, maybe in art or in nature or in regular life, things that I've seen maybe in dreams or inspired by dreams. Definitely color inspires me greatly. And again, really the color is in nature, in the outside. And if you could kind of capture that and kind of incorporate it into something interesting, then that's great inspiration. And a lot of times the strokes that kind of occur on the canvas kind of speak to me in a way. And of course, aesthetics are also important. Like the layout, the composition of the piece, things like that, you know, because I do give some thought to, obviously, how it will look in the end. Sometimes I get a little overzealous and I start doing something and it comes out not as good as I would like. So then I have to change things around because it's not flowing well. But I would say that I'm content when when the piece seems to have almost a soul of its own. When I feel that the piece will either create a sense of peace for the viewer, create some different thoughts that might occur, sort of like a meditation, that's when I would call a piece finished. I think that I have a lot of styles still, and I'm kind of, obviously I haven't been painting for very long, so I think that I'm still kind of trying out what kind of styles might be good for me and experimenting a lot with different media and different strokes and different things like that. Lately I've been working a lot on canvas. I started out working on paper. I started with charcoal and soft pastels, moving into oil pastels. I thought it would be really cool to use oil pastels and then to dilute them with turpentine or paint thinner, because what it does is that it creates a different effect, almost like a watercolor or like an oil, like a see-through oil effect. So I would say at that point I probably was more inclined to kind of moving into the painting rather than just drawing. And in terms of the painting, I use anything from oil, tempera, acrylic, and then I also use a lot of soft pastels, some charcoal, anything that will create a look that I'm kind of going for. And I like to layer a lot of the colors and a lot of the shapes on top of one another. I'll actually paint over a lot of my old images because I'll grow tired of them, or I'll think that they're not as strong as my current work. So then I'll kind of rework it, and often it'll turn into something completely different. But I love to show remnants of what it was. So like somewhere in the corner or, you know, whatnot, I might have, it'll be very obvious that I layered it on top of one another. A piece could be done in anywhere between a half an hour to 3 years. So there are pieces that have been a work in progress for 3 years, and they are finally done, and I'm very pleased with them. They will be on display as well. I invite everybody to come out and take a look at it and see what they like. You know, I think there will definitely be something for everybody.